The giant spaceship appeared on a Tuesday morning. It hung over Seoul like a shiny metal cloud. People stopped walking. Cars stopped moving. The world held its breath. Tae-ho Kim was eating breakfast when he saw it on TV. His spoon dropped from his hand. Tae-ho was once Korea's best fighter. He had won many medals. Now he was just a teacher at a small gym. "This can't be real," he said to himself. But it was real. The ship stayed for 3 days before it sent a message. The message went to every phone, computer, and TV in the world at the same time. "People of Earth," the message said, "we are the Galactic Council. We come in peace. We invite you to join us." The world went crazy. Some people were happy. Some were scared. Some didn't believe it was real. 1 week later, the aliens asked for a meeting. They wanted to talk to Earth's leaders. At this meeting, they explained about the Galactic Games. "Every 50 years, all species in the council compete," said the alien speaker. "Its skin was blue, and it had 4 arms. The games show which species are the best. The winners get more power in the council." "What kind of games?" asked the President of the United Nations. "Fighting, thinking, building, working together. All the skills that matter," the alien said. "Earth must send its best people. The games start in 3 months." After the meeting, Earth's leaders had to pick who would go. They needed someone strong and someone smart. They chose Tae-ho Kim for his fighting skills. They chose Han Sol Park, a young woman who was good at solving problems and talking to people. Tae-ho was surprised when he got the call. "Me? I'm too old. I don't compete anymore," he said. "You're the best we have," they told him. "You don't just win. You think differently. That's what we need." Han Sol was working at a big company when they called her. She was known for fixing impossible problems. "This is the biggest problem of all," they told her. "How we do in these games will decide Earth's future." For 2 months, Tae-ho and Han Sol trained together. They learned all they could about space and aliens. They practiced fighting and talking and solving puzzles. But they had no idea what to really expect. The day came to leave Earth. A small alien ship landed to pick them up. Hundreds of people came to see them off. "Remember," said the UN president, "you're not just fighting for medals. You're fighting for our place in the galaxy." Tae-ho looked at the crowd. He saw fear and hope in their eyes. The weight of the world sat on his shoulders. As they walked up to the ship, Han Sol whispered to him, "Are you scared?" Tae-ho nodded. "Yes, but also excited. I have many questions for these aliens." "Like what?" Han Sol asked. Tae-ho smiled. It was the smile that had made his opponents nervous for years. "Like whether their fighting rules say anything about biting." Han Sol laughed, thinking he was joking. He wasn't. The ship door closed behind them. The engines hummed. Earth grew smaller below them. Their journey to the Galactic Games had begun. No human had ever gone so far from home. No human had ever faced such a challenge. And no alien had ever faced a competitor quite like Tae-ho Kim. The trip to Lumina Station took 3 days. Tae-ho and Han Sol spent most of that time looking out the windows. The stars looked different from space. Earth became just a small blue dot. Then it vanished. "I never thought I would go this far from home," Han Sol said. The alien ship slowed down. Ahead of them was a huge ring in space. It was Lumina Station. It was bigger than any city on Earth. Lights of all colors blinked across its surface. Smaller ships moved around it like bees around a hive. "That's where the games happen?" Tae-ho asked the alien pilot. "Yes, Lumina is home to the games. Over 10,000 species will compete," the pilot said. 10,000. The number made Tae-ho's head hurt. On Earth, he had only known one species, humans. Now there were 10,000 different kinds of aliens in one place. The ship docked at the station. When the doors opened, strange smells hit them. Some sweet, some sour, some like nothing they had ever smelled before. A tall, thin alien with silver skin waited for them. "Welcome to Lumina. I am Cax, your guide. Please follow me." They walked through wide halls. Aliens of all shapes and sizes moved around them. Some had many legs. Some floated in the air. Some were as small as mice. Others were as big as elephants. Hansol took notes on her tablet. Taiho just stared, trying not to look afraid. Cax led them to a big room filled with more aliens. This is orientation. All new species must learn the rules before the games. They sat down. A screen showed pictures of different events: fighting rings, puzzle rooms, building contests, memory tests. "The games have many parts," Cax explained. "Physical, mental, social. The winners get more power in the council." Taiho raised his hand. "What are the rules for the fighting events?" Cax pressed a button. The screen showed a list of rules in alien writing, then in English. "No weapons, no killing, no permanent harm. Each match ends when one competitor gives up or cannot continue." Taiho read the rules carefully. Then he asked, "Does it say anything about biting?" The room went quiet. All the aliens turned to look at him. Some made strange sounds. Others moved away from the humans. Cax's silver skin turned slightly blue. "Biting? You ask if biting is allowed." "Yes," Taiho said. "It doesn't say no biting on the list." Whispers filled the room. One large alien with thick armor plates stood up and left. Another small furry alien seemed to laugh. Hansol kicked Taiho under the table. "What are you doing?" she whispered. "Just asking," he whispered back. "Better to know the rules now." Cax looked uncomfortable. It is not mentioned because no civilized species would consider such a primitive action. But technically, if it causes no permanent harm, it is not forbidden. More whispers spread through the room. Taiho nodded, satisfied. After orientation, they were shown to their rooms. The Earth area was small compared to other species sections. "Why did you ask about biting?" Hansol demanded when they were alone. "Now they all think we're savages." Taiho smiled. "Good. Let them think that. In fighting, being underestimated is an advantage. And I noticed something important." "What?" "They all follow rules without asking questions. They never think outside their boxes. That's where we can win." Hansol started to understand. "You're playing mind games already." Taiho nodded. "The games began the moment we arrived. And I plan to win." Outside their room, news of the biting question spread through Lumina Station. The humans had made their first impression on the galaxy. It was not what anyone expected. Taiho and Hansol were eating breakfast in the Earth section when someone sat down at their table. She looked human. She had dark hair and eyes. She wore the same clothes as the station workers. "Hello," she said in Korean. "My name is Jae-yun Baek. We need to talk." Taiho almost choked on his food. "You're human. But how?" "I've been here for 3 years," Jae-yun said in a low voice. Earth wasn't told, but some humans were brought here early to learn about alien culture. Hansol leaned forward. "Why didn't they tell Earth?" "Politics," Jae-yun said. "The Galactic Council has many secrets. That's why I came to warn you. These games are more important than you know." She took out a small device and pressed a button. A bubble of quiet formed around them. "Now we can talk without being heard. The games decide more than just who wins medals," Jae-yun explained. "They decide which species get respect, which get trade deals, and which get protected." "Protected?" Taiho asked. "Controlled," Jae-yun said. "The Xilarians are the most powerful species right now. They've won the last 3 games. They think humans are weak and stupid. They want to make Earth a protected planet." "What does that mean?" Hansol asked. "It means they would control what technology we get, what resources we can use, how many ships we can build. We would be like children to them, or pets." Taiho's face grew dark. So we must win. Not just win, Jai-yun said. You need to show that humans are strong and smart enough to be independent. The Exilarians already have a plan for Earth. They think it's a done deal. Han Sol looked worried. But we're just two people. How can we change that? By being human, Jai-yun smiled. You already started, Tai-ho. Your question about biting is all over the station. Some species are afraid. Others are curious. The Exilarians are angry. Good, Tai-ho said. Let them be angry. Jai-yun nodded. But be careful. The Exilarians don't like surprises. They might try to stop you if you do too well. She looked at her watch. I have to go. I'll help when I can. She pressed the button again, and the bubble disappeared. She walked away like she had never talked to them. After breakfast, they went to watch other competitors practice. In a large hall, aliens showed off their skills. Some lifted heavy weights. Some solved complex puzzles. Some changed colors or shapes. Look at them, Han Sol said. They've had thousands of years to practice. How can we compete? Tai-ho watched a tall blue alien lift a weight that would crush a human. We can't match their strength or experience. But that's not how humans win. How do we win then? We change the game, Tai-ho said. Humans are good at that. A group of aliens walked by. They were tall with gold skin and 4 arms. They wore fancy clothes with many medals. The other aliens moved out of their way. Exilarians, Han Sol whispered. The ones Jai-yun warned us about. The leader of the Exilarians looked at the humans. His eyes were cold. He said something to his group, and they all laughed. Tai-ho smiled and waved at them. Then he whispered to Han Sol. They think the game is already won. That's their mistake. And what's our advantage? Han Sol asked. They've never met humans before. They don't know what we can do. Tai-ho watched as the Exilarians walked away. They don't know that humans never play by the rules when the rules are unfair. Han Sol nodded slowly. So we don't just have to win the games. We have to change how the games work. Exactly, Tai-ho said. And it starts tomorrow. The first day of the games started with the physics challenge. Teams had to build a bridge using strange alien materials. The bridge needed to hold weight, but also change shape when needed. Han Sol studied the materials. Some were like metal but very light. Others were like water but solid. She had never seen such things before. We have 10 minutes, she told Tai-ho. Watch what the others do first. The Exilarians built their bridge quickly. It was beautiful and strong. Other aliens used strange powers or tools. The humans had only their hands and minds. Look at how they all copy each other, Han Sol whispered. They all make the same kind of bridge. When it was their turn, Han Sol did something different. Instead of making a straight bridge, she made one that twisted like a snake. The judges looked confused. Why this shape? A judge asked. The rules say the bridge must change shape under weight, Han Sol said. This design changes but stays strong. The judges tested it. The bridge bent but did not break. It held more weight than any other design. The crowd was silent. First place, Earth, the judge announced. The Exilarians looked angry. They had never lost this event before. Later that day, there was a diplomatic challenge. Teams had to solve a problem between two fighting species. Most aliens used logic or rules to find an answer. Han Sol took a different approach. She asked how each species felt. She found out they both wanted the same thing, but in different ways. Her solution made them both happy. Second place, Earth, the judges said. 2 events, 2 top places. The humans were doing better than anyone expected. After the events, Tai-ho went to the food area. He sat alone until someone joined him. It was a small alien with gray skin and big eyes. Hi, the alien said in broken English. I am Do-hyun Lee. I fix things on station. You have a Korean name, Tai-ho said, surprised. All aliens use Earth names here. Easier for you. Do-hyun smiled. I watch you today. Very good. Very different. Thank you, Taeho said. Your species isn't competing. Do-hyun's smile faded. Myth not allowed anymore. We lose too many times. Now we just work here. That's not fair, Taeho said. Nothing fair here, Do-hyun said. Big species win, make rules. Small species lose, serve big ones. Taeho thought about this. Are there many species like yours? Many, many, Do-hyun nodded. Most species not compete, just work. Watch. Hope. Hope for what? Hope for change, Do-hyun said. Long time, same species always win. Same rules always same. He looked around, then whispered, many watch humans now. Many hope you keep winning. Taeho was surprised. Why? Because you different. You asked strange questions. You solve problems new way. You make Silurians angry. Do-hyun laughed. Good to see. Taeho smiled. Can you tell me more about how things work here? The real way, not what they tell us in the rulebook. Yes, I help. Do-hyun looked over Taeho's shoulder. Be careful. Silurians watching you now. Taeho didn't turn around. Let them watch. We'll give them something to see. That night, Taeho told Hansol what he learned. We're not just fighting for Earth, he said. Many species want things to change. We could have allies. We'll need them, Hansol said. Tomorrow is the combat trial. The Silurians will try to hurt you. Taeho nodded. I'm counting on it. The combat arena was a large circle in the middle of the station. Thousands of aliens sat around it, watching. Some floated above. Others clung to the walls. All wanted to see the fighting. Taeho stretched in the waiting room. Through a screen, he watched the other fights. Each alien species had its own fighting style. The Silurians used their 4 arms with perfect moves they had practiced for hundreds of years. Other species used speed or strength or strange powers. Your fight is next, Hansol said. Your opponent is San-Ho Kang, the Silurian champion, the one who has never lost. Taeho asked. Yes, and he asked to fight you personally after he heard about your biting question. Taeho smiled. Good. A bell rang. It was time. Taeho walked into the arena. The crowd went quiet. Many had never seen a human before. San-Ho Kang entered from the other side. He was tall with golden skin and 4 muscular arms. He wore the medals of many victories. When he saw Taeho, he laughed. This is the human who asked about biting. San-Ho said loudly. He is so small. The Silurians in the crowd laughed. Taeho said nothing. He just watched and waited. A judge explained the rules. Fight until one gives up or cannot continue. No weapons. No killing. Begin. San-Ho moved fast for his size. His first punch almost hit Taeho, who jumped back just in time. The second punch caught Taeho's shoulder and sent him rolling across the floor. The crowd cheered. San-Ho raised his arms, thinking it would be an easy win. But Taeho got up. He moved in a strange way, not like the formal styles the aliens used. He bounced, he weaved, he changed direction without warning. San-Ho frowned. He threw more punches. Taeho avoided most, but some hit him. Each one felt like being hit by a car. But still, he got up. Why don't you give up? San-Ho asked. Humans don't give up easily, Taeho said. He was studying San-Ho, looking for weakness. Minutes passed. Taeho was bruised but still fighting. San-Ho was getting angry and tired. His perfect moves became sloppy. I've been waiting, Taeho said. Now I see it. See what? San-Ho asked. Your weakness. Taeho changed his strategy. He moved toward the edge of the arena where water fell from the ceiling for some alien species to breathe. The floor there was wet. San-Ho followed, eager to finish the fight. When he threw his next punch, Tai-Ho dropped to the ground and swept his leg under San-Ho's feet. On the wet floor, the big Caelarian slipped and fell hard. The crowd gasped. Before San-Ho could get up, Tai-Ho jumped on his back. San-Ho tried to reach him with his 4 arms, but couldn't. Then Tai-Ho did something no alien expected. He grabbed San-Ho's arm and bent it in a way it wasn't meant to bend. Not enough to break it, but enough to hurt. San-Ho shouted in pain. "What is this? This is not a proper fighting move." "It's called a joint lock," Tai-Ho said. "Humans have been fighting each other for thousands of years. We know all the weak points." He increased the pressure. San-Ho tried to stand, but couldn't without hurting himself more. "Give up," Tai-Ho said. "Never," San-Ho shouted, but his arm was close to breaking. "Then I have one more move," Tai-Ho said. He leaned down near San-Ho's neck and whispered, "I could bite you right now." "It's not against the rules?" I asked. San-Ho's eyes went wide with horror. "You wouldn't." Tai-Ho just smiled and opened his mouth, showing his teeth. "I give up," San-Ho shouted. "I give up." The arena went completely silent. Then it exploded with noise. Some aliens cheered. Others were shocked. The Caelarians were furious. Tai-Ho stood up and bowed to San-Ho. "Good fight," he said. The human had won, and the galaxy would never be the same. After Tai-Ho's win, everything changed. Some aliens now moved out of the way when the humans walked by. Others came closer, wanting to learn more about them. The Caelarians were angry and would not speak to them at all. That night, Jia-Yun came to their room with news. "You made the Caelarians look bad," she said. "Now they want revenge. Be careful. Check everything." "What do you mean?" Hansol asked. "They might try to hurt you or make you fail. They'd done it before to other species who did too well." The next morning, Tai-Ho found his training clothes were missing. Hansol discovered her notes for the next challenge were gone. Small problems, but just the start. In the dining area, Do-Hyun came to their table with a worried face. "Bad news," he whispered. "I heard Caelarians talking. They planned something big." "What kind of plan?" Tai-Ho asked. "Not sure, but I know they changed something in next challenge." Do-Hyun looked around nervously. "I help you. Many myth will help you. Why would you risk trouble for us?" Hansol asked. Do-Hyun smiled. "Because you show what we all know. The games are not fair. Big species keep power by keeping rules the same. You break rules just by being different." Later that day, another myth worker slipped Tai-Ho a note. It said the air system in the human area would be changed that night to make them sleep too deeply to wake up for their next event. "We need to catch them doing it," Tai-Ho said. "Then we can prove they're cheating." They pretended to go to sleep but stayed awake. At midnight, they heard someone at the air controls outside their room. Tai-Ho opened the door quickly and found 2 Caelarians with tools. "What are you doing?" he asked loudly. The Caelarians ran away, but Jia-Yun was hiding nearby and took pictures with her small camera. "Now we have proof," she said. The next day, Hansol took the pictures to the head judge, an old alien from a species that was known for being fair. "This is serious," the judge said after seeing the pictures, "but not enough to punish the Caelarians. They will say they were fixing something." "Then what can we do?" Hansol asked. "Win despite their tricks," the judge said. "That is the only way to truly beat them." Hansol left disappointed, but as she walked back, she noticed something about how the station was built. All the paths from the Earth area to the challenge rooms were longer than paths from other species areas. All the signs were in languages humans couldn't read. All the food was made for alien tastes. "The whole system is designed to keep new species down," she told Tai-Ho. "It's not just the Caelarians. It's how everything works here." That night, they met with Jia-Yun and Do-Hyun to make a plan. We can't beat them at their own game, Taiho said. So we need to change the game. How? Jia-yun asked. The final challenge is in 2 days, Hansol said. It combines everything. Fighting, thinking, working together. If we can show a better way to do things, maybe others will join us. Do-hyun nodded. I talked to other species who are tired of Solarians. Maybe they help too. It's risky, Jia-yun warned. The Solarians won't just let you change things. They might try to hurt you for real. Taiho smiled his fighter's smile. Let them try. Humans are good at facing bad odds. It's what we do best. As they talked, they didn't notice the small camera hidden in the corner of the room. On the other side of the station, the Solarian leaders watched and listened. They were planning something too. Something to make sure humans would never threaten their power again. The real battle was about to begin. The day of the final challenge arrived. All species gathered in the Great Hall. The room was huge, with high ceilings and walls that changed colors. In the center was a large maze-like structure with different zones. Welcome to the ultimate challenge, said the head judge. This test will decide the final rankings. It combines physical strength, smart thinking, and working with others. Taiho and Hansol listened carefully to the rules. Teams would enter the maze and face 3 tests. First, a physical challenge. Second, a puzzle. Third, a moral choice. Teams could work alone or together, but points were only given to those who finished. The Solarians have won this event for the last 3 games, Jia-yun whispered to them. They have a perfect strategy. Taiho watched the golden aliens. They looked confident, with Sanho leading them. His arm was still sore from their fight. Remember our plan, Hansol said. We don't need to win. We need to change how the game works. The signal sounded. The challenge began. All teams entered the maze at different points. The physical challenge came first. Teams had to climb a wall while heavy objects fell from above. The Solarians used their 4 arms to climb quickly and avoid the falling items. Other species used their special abilities. Taiho struggled. The wall was too high, the objects too heavy. But then something unexpected happened. Do-hyun and 2 other myth appeared beside him. We help, Do-hyun said. You showed us we can fight back. Together, they formed a living ladder. Taiho climbed up using their bodies as steps. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. Hansol followed the same way. Thank you, Taiho said when they reached the top. No thanks needed, Do-hyun said. Now go, change things. The second challenge was a puzzle room with strange symbols on the walls. Teams had to figure out the pattern to open the door. The Solarians were there, working quickly with practiced moves. Hansol studied the symbols. I've seen these before, in the station computer. But they're mixed up. She was stuck. The pattern seemed impossible. Then a small blue alien approached them. You helped my friend in the dining area yesterday, the alien said. I know this puzzle. My species made these symbols long ago. With the blue alien's help, Hansol solved the puzzle. The door opened. As they walked through, other species followed them instead of trying to solve it alone. The final challenge was the hardest. Teams arrived in a round room with a single pillar in the center. On top was a beautiful crystal that glowed with many colors. Take the crystal and finish the challenge, a voice said. But know that only one team can have it. If you take it, others must fail. The Solarians arrived at the same time as the humans. Sanho pushed past them toward the crystal. Wait, Hansol called out. There's another way. Everyone stopped and looked at her. The rules say we need the crystal to finish. But they don't say we have to keep it. What if we share it? We can all cross the finish line together. Sanho laughed. That's not how the games work. There must be winners and losers. Why? Taiho asked. Who made that rule? Who does it help? The other aliens looked at each other. No one had ever questioned the games before. If we share the crystal, we all win, Hansol said. If we fight over it, most of us lose. One by one, aliens from different species nodded. Even some Solarians looked unsure about their leader's approach. Sanho was angry. This is human trickery. The crystal is ours by right. He grabbed for the crystal, but as he did, the ground under him shifted. He lost his balance and fell. The crystal flew from his hand. Taiho caught it before it hit the ground. Everyone went quiet. The human held the crystal. By the rules, he could take it and win. Instead, he held it out to the center of the room. "Let's finish together," he said. "All of us." The choice was made. The final challenge would end like no other before it. The room was silent as Taiho held the crystal in the center. Aliens from many species looked at each other, not sure what to do. This had never happened before in all the years of the games. "This is against the rules," Sanho said, getting up from the floor. "There must be one winner." "Why?" Hansol asked again. "Who made these rules? Do they help most species, or just a few?" An old alien with gray skin and wise eyes stepped forward. It was the head judge. The rules were made long ago, when the games began. They were meant to find the best species to lead the council. "And has it worked?" Tahoe asked. "Has it made the galaxy better for everyone?" The judge looked down. "No, the same few species win again and again. Many others never have a chance." "Then it's time for new rules," Hansol said. "Rules that help everyone grow, not just the strongest or oldest species." One by one, aliens came forward to touch the crystal that Tahoe held. The myth were first, then the blue aliens who helped with the puzzle. Even some young Solarians joined, ignoring Sanho's angry shouts. Together, they all walked to the finish line. When they crossed it, the judges didn't know what to do. The scoring system wasn't made for this. The head judge finally spoke. "By the old rules, no one wins. By any fair measure, everyone wins." The council leaders came down from their high seats. They looked angry and confused. The oldest one, a Solarian with silver in his golden skin, pointed at the humans. "This is your doing," he said. "You have broken our traditions." "Some traditions need breaking," Taiho said. "Some games need changing." Hansol stepped forward. "We don't want to destroy your council or your games. We want to make them better. Fair for all species, not just the strongest." Many aliens shouted their agreement. It seemed the humans had started something bigger than themselves. The council went away to talk. For hours, everyone waited. When they returned, the head judge spoke. "The Galactic Games will change," he said. "Starting today, they will test cooperation as well as competition. No species will be banned from competing. All will have a voice." A cheer went up from many aliens. The myth jumped with joy. Du Hyun hugged Taiho, which felt strange but nice. "What about Earth?" Hansol asked. "What will our place be in the council?" "Earth will not be a protected planet," the judge said. "You have earned the right to join as equals, not because you won every event, but because you showed us a better way." Not all aliens were happy. Sanho and the older Ixalarians walked away, angry at losing their power. But many others came to meet the humans, eager to learn more about Earth. Later, as Taiho and Hansol packed to go home, Jaeyun came to say goodbye. "You did what I never thought possible," she said. "You changed a system that has existed for thousands of years." "We just did what humans do," Taiho said. "We asked questions. We tried new things. We didn't accept that rules can't be changed," Hansol added. As they boarded the ship to return to Earth, Du Hyun and many other aliens came to see them off. "Will you come back for the next games?" Du Hyun asked. "Yes," Taiho smiled. "And we'll bring more humans. People who know other ways to solve problems. And will you bite someone next time?" A small alien asked from the crowd. Everyone laughed. Taiho grinned. "Maybe." The best thing about humans is you never know what we'll do next. As the ship took off, Han Solo looked out the window at the station growing smaller. Do you think we really changed things? We started the change, Taiho said. That's what humans are best at. On Earth, they would be heroes. In the galaxy, they would be remembered as the species that joined the games and then changed them forever, all by asking if biting was allowed.